Alright, you guys, for this particular problem, if we're evolving this graph, which is these graphs right here, for this information, around this axis, y equals 4, you can revolve this way. Now, to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to choose some point, and this is our length that's going to be revolved around. Okay. Now, but if we're revolving around that, we also have to draw it all the way from here, because the length goes actually from here to here and revolving it all the way around. Okay, so I chose just some section and revolving it. Now, if we step this up, it's going to be the integral. Pi is out front. The interval is from 0 to pi over 3. Because when we revolve it this way, our line segments go this direction. So we're integrating in dx. So from 0 to pi over 3. When you revolve it, you understand there's going to be hollow inside, creating washers. So what we know is it's going to be 2 circles, which create a washer. And we also know it's dx. A lot of you, make sure you put the dx. Watch out for that. Here's where it gets crazy. I want my outer circle. If I'm going from here to here, isn't my outer circle 4? For my whole graph, is my length going to be 4 for the whole thing? From this point to this point, is it always going to be 4? Yeah. So this is simply 4. The length from here to here is 4. Isn't that technically 4 minus 0? Isn't my function 0? But why put the 0? Anyways. So that's 4. And then my inner circle, isn't that what's going to come out next? You have the big circle, and then aren't you going to subtract this segment right here, the red segment? Now, the red segment, isn't secant x, isn't that the bottom blue segment? But I want the red segment. So if I want the red segment, but secant x gives you the blue segment, can't you take 4 minus the blue segment? Gives me the red segment. So you're going to do 4, which is the whole thing, minus the blue, which is secant x, will give me the red segment. If you integrate this on your calculator, you will get the answer. Okay? This will take a while to do without a calculator. But hopefully you're good enough that you can do this without a calculator on your own. You'd end up with a kind of an ugly looking stuff. I could picture it ending up looking something like this. It's good to practice it without. Isn't this going to be squared and this is going to be squared? You're basically going to get 16 minus, don't forget the parentheses here, 16 minus 8, oops, that's not squared, secant x plus secant squared x dx, which 0 to pi over 3, these are going to cancel, which you end up with basically 8 secant x minus secant squared x dx. And that right there, if you were to integrate it, you could take the time to do that. And then if you plug in pi over 3 and 0, you can get your answer. I'm just not going to take the time right now to do it.